Did you know there's more than one way to make Play-Doh? We're going to find out today. We're going to make a no-cook Play-Doh with flour, salt, cooking oil, water, and food coloring. We're going to make two different batches. We're going to make one batch without cream of tartar, which is this. And then we're going to make another batch with cream of tartar. Hi, I'm Tracy Gray. Welcome to Pivot with Purpose in STEM. During this time, we are doing science experiments and seeing how things mix well together. Let's get started. Okay, we want to make our Play-Doh starting with flour. We need 1 cup of flour. And we're going to put one cup in each bowl. This is all-purpose flour and is useful for many things. Baking is one of them. And for us today, it is going to be making Play-Doh. Take flour. We're starting with our dry ingredients. Actually, I'm going to stop for a minute because the flour spilling on the table reminded me of something. I want to cover my surface so that I'm not making a huge mess. And so when I'm ready to wrap up my Play-Doh, I already have something in place. So I actually have some plastic wrap. You can see it? Plastic wrap, yeah. I'm going to open it. It's brand new. And I'm going to put some plastic wrap on the table so that my surface is protected and so that I will have something to wrap my Play-Doh in. And then my bowl. And then my plastic wrap on the table. Okay. Now I have my plastic wrap in place. I will continue putting flour in my cup because I want 1 full cup of flour. It's not quite full yet. Okay, so that's 1 cup of flour for our red Play-Doh. I'm gonna put it in the bowl. It's in the bowl. Now I'm going to scoop out another cup of flour. I'm opening up my flour bag for easier access. And remember, as always, if you are doing a science experiment and you live with your parents, make sure you have permission. Or maybe you can do the science experiment with your parents. That's always fun. Taking some heaping scoops of flour. to put in my cup. I'll put one more. Yep, one more cup of flour. And now I'm going to pour my flour in a bowl. We're going to put our flour to the side for now and get ready to add our salt. Okay, now we need a half cup salt for our Play-Doh. Here's some salt. I'm going to pour half a cup of salt in my cup. And pouring. Yep, almost ready. Almost finished. It's a lot of salt. And this is not a recipe where we would actually eat the Play-Doh. This is one we're going to play with. I'm gonna pour half a cup of salt in my flour. Now I'm going to add half a cup of salt in the other flour. See, pouring it. This will be really fun to mix together. I'm a person that likes textures, and how things feel. I love squishy things. Pouring salt in our second bowl. Okay, we're going to put the salt to the side. And now we're going to get ready with our wet ingredients, our water and our cooking oil, and then our food coloring. And then we'll mix, okay? Before we put in our food coloring, we're going to put the water in. We need half a cup of warm water and 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. So I think I'm going to start with the cooking oil. That seems like a good place to start. I'm putting 1 tablespoon in the red and 1 tablespoon for the blue. I'm going to put my cap back on my cooking oil. And I preheated some water to make sure that our water was warm. This water is cool, and here in my tea kettle is some warm water. I'm going to grab the warm water. Yep, the water's warm now. It's not hot, it's just warm. So I have 1 cup. I'm going to pour half a cup of water. Let's see, half a cup at a time, okay? Do you want to see what it looks like? I haven't started stirring yet. I'm going to slowly stir, slowly stir, slowly stir. I'm going to put my other bowl to the side till we're ready to put some warm water inside of it. So I'm stirring. This is what the mixture looks like. Stir it slowly. It says slowly stir it. I'm actually going to stop for a minute and add some food coloring. I'm going to add my red. I wonder if it's going to be red or pink because the flour is white. Let's find out. Stirring. Stirring some more. See the texture? I got it by nose. It looks like it's going to be sort of red, not just pink. I'm going to keep stirring. And I may add some more red food coloring. It's getting the texture, the Play-Doh texture. Very cool. I may have to add some flour. Since we have some flour here already, I may have to add some flour to the plastic wrap to make sure that it's not too sticky. It looks pretty sticky. Looks very cool. See it? I'm, I'm definitely going to add some flour to the plastic wrap so that we can roll the Play-Doh. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm going to pour it out so you can see it. Here's our red Play-Doh. I like these bowls. I like to work with glass bowls. You may want to work with plastic bowls if you are working with a friend or working with a parent. I just love glass. I'm putting my bowl to the side and I am taking my Play-Doh off this spoon. It's not too sticky, but it is a little sticky. Here we go. I'm rolling it. It's Play-Doh. So fun. You decide to make some Play-Doh, you could even probably make it as a gift for a friend. This would make a nice gift. Some homemade Play-Doh. And it is turning out very well. I'm going to keep rolling it. If I had some stars and some squares, I'd make shapes in the Play-Doh next time. Oh yeah, this is great. Fantastic. Play-Doh. We have our red Play-Doh. This one is finished, just about finished. I hope the blue is just as vibrant as this red. It doesn't look pink, it looks red or peach, peachy red. Okay. And it feels fantastic. I now have a Play-Doh ball, a red Play-Doh ball that I can save and play with at another time. I'm actually going to bring this Play-Doh to a group of friends that I'm going to be working with in a couple of days. It'll be a fun activity for them to do. All right. This Play-Doh is complete. I'm going to wrap this one with the extra flour that we have. Which means I will put another sheet of plastic wrap on the table for our blue Play-Doh. So this Play-Doh is complete. All right, it's our first batch. Let's go on to the second one. And I have my mixture of flour, salt, and cooking oil or vegetable oil. Now I'm going to pour half a cup of water, half a cup of water inside this cup to pour inside the mixture. Let me just grab a spoon. Now I'm going to take my warm water for half a cup. It's about half a cup into the mixture. And I have a spoon. Right. I'm going to start mixing it. Here we go. It's mixing. Mixing very well. Very smooth. Okay. I'm going to stop and add my blue food coloring. I added a lot of blue. I'm going to stir some more. Here's our blue. Looks more of a teal color, not quite blue. But it's starting to mix and mix well. I wonder if I'll need to add more flour to this batch. I think I may. It's kind of sticky. Look at it. It is turning more blue. The more I stir, there's still some white in there. So that means I need to stir some more. Definitely a beautiful blue. Reminds me of the sea. Oh, yeah. It's going very well. Mixing very well. I'm definitely going to add a little more flour to this batch. And I will add flour to our plastic wrap so that we can roll it well. Just gonna add just a tiny bit more flour, a little more flour. Okay, not a lot, just enough. Ah, yeah, it's responding very well. I like the texture. Yep, texture's much thicker now. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, before I put it on our mixture, our Play-Doh mixture, our blue Play-Doh mixture on the plastic, I'm going to put some flour on it. Yes, I added more flour, stirring it. Oh yeah, this is great. This is ready. Okay. It's definitely ready. Oh wow. Scraping it out of the bottom of the bowl. Make sure I get as much of it out of the bowl as possible because we want to play with our Play-Doh. Here we go. Gonna start mixing it again. Okay. Sticky, sticky, which means I'm going to put more flour on it so that it mixes well. Yeah, that's better. It's like rolling and kneading a loaf of bread, but it's not bread. It's Play-Doh. This one definitely is a little, it's not as smooth as the red one, but we're going to keep rolling it until we get the texture that we want. Rolling it and kneading it just as if you were making a new batch of Play-Doh. All right, keep rolling and rolling. The plastic helps me roll it too. There we go. It's getting the consistency now. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to start rolling it like I rolled the red one. You notice less and less is sticking to my fingers as it all starts to come together. Before, a lot of it was sticking to my fingers. There's less now. And I'll probably add more, a little more flour. Yeah, definitely adding a little more flour to this one. Get to roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. This is a nice color too. Nice color. Okay, very nice. And I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Yep, that helps. Definitely going to get some really cool shapes so that we can play with our Play-Doh. There we go. It's a fun activity to do. It's easy. It's a great math lesson. We used 1 cup of flour, a half a cup of water, a half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of salt. I guess you could make Play-Doh with sugar too. That would be interesting. A half a cup of salt, a teaspoon of oil, and our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful food coloring. And we used red and blue. All right. Okay, now I'm going to roll this Play-Doh batch so that I can save it for my friends that I'm going to spend some time with, and for me, because I love playing with Play-Doh. It's one of my favorite things to play with. And I can't wait till I get some shapes so that I can add it to, we can use them to make different shapes with Play-Doh. That'll be fun. So here is our blue. I'm going to take a break now. And while I'm taking the break, I'm going to wash my hands, and then we will make the batches of Play-Doh with cream of tartar. And we're going to see what the difference is. And I believe I'm going to make sure that the water that we're using is a little hotter. We're going to use our kettle to make sure that we have some warmer water. Okay? In the next video, we're going to incorporate cream of tartar into our Play-Doh recipe. We look forward to you joining us in the next Pivot with Purpose in STEM, the Mixtures and Solutions episode. We look forward to seeing you there. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in our next video. Remember to like this video and subscribe to Pivot with Purpose. Join our global community focused on STEM on school. You'll find the links below.